Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, guys, ready?
Yeah!
Hello and welcome to the Dragget Show. It is Dragon and Fair together. I am Xander. This is Alkali.
I'm not here!
And we are Indie Furcon. Woo, good! All right, introductions. Whoa.
That was the speaker. It says hello.
Hi, speaker.
I learned if I put the microphone down like that, it gives you feedback. Bow to me.
You find the weirdest ways to get power. Oh my God, it works. Do not worship the boozon! Damn it! Oh my God, the blood ritual!
Yeah.
The blood ritual!
I'm in the danger zone!
It doesn't work over here now. Hold on.
Nice.
Hey, hold on. Do you want to see the power? Alkali, you try it. I am the chosen one.
AV, you're either doing a great job or a terrible job, and I don't know which. Boozy just got a blood ritual badge. Oh good, you were prepared.
I had to wait a month to show you this goddamn shirt.
You are incredible. That is so good.
Yeah.
Look at the shirt, not elsewhere.
Never! I actually got to meet Matthew Ebel for the first time. We had seen each other in passing, but we never got to talk. I'm like, dude, it's a pleasure to meet you. And he's like, right, you're the Andy Warhol fucker.
I'm Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol.
Let's do some introductions, Alkali.
All right, the guy that just left our table wearing the blood ritual shirt in the back of the room, getting a microphone that is weirdly phallic shaped. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Dragon! Sitting all the way to the right the first time on the show, it is a pleasure, an honor, a privilege, and she's not even drunk yet. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for QM Quotation Mark!
It's okay. It's not you.
And the guy sitting next to me, he's drunk.
What? Oh. Everyone give it up for Alkali! What?
My God has forsaken me.
Gosh, let's give it up for his own god, the Boozy Bastard! You all know him as the creator of the Dragget Show. Ladies and gentlemen, my weight. I weigh twice as much as you. You could actually be my weight. Guys, my weight, Xander the Blue!
All right, he's not gonna get away from it. Everybody give it up for Alkali!
Happy birthday, Alkali! Where's the birthday?
All right. I think I know where we're starting. No, we did that already. We're good. Normally we start with the con theme, but QM showed me a story that I think we need to talk about. Do you want to talk about this?
Oh, the Chinese couple.
Yep. The Chinese couple
in China. They had been trying to conceive for 4 years, and they were having no luck. So she had gone to the gynecologist, tried to see what was going on. Apparently, you can't have babies through anal sex.
for 4 years.
Wait a second. How the last 3 of the 4 kids have?
I could ask you the same thing.
Gay secrets.
Alkali.
What?
Are you a gynecologist in China?
No, but I do play one on TV.
And we're gonna change the subject before it gets racist.
You play a Chinese gynecologist on TV?
It's Fox News. They love it when white people play bad. Fox did.
Oh, holy shit. Okay.
I guess we have here has made their proctologist laugh while they were inside them.
Congratulations.
Dragor, I'm always afraid to ask you of stories because they always end up with you farting on someone.
Not these.
Dragor, did you fight on your gynecologist? Okay, this sentence isn't really working out, so I'm going to turn it over to Dragor.
Wait, really quick. Who else didn't get fucking sleep last night? Woo! Fuck the alarms. What? All right, go ahead.
What? We're talking about head now?
No, we're talking about your butt.
Oh! So, I had normally grown up in the suburbs of Chicago, which is very different than actual Chicago. For one, the percentage of air that is bullets is drastically different. Two, I decided to go find a doctor in Boys Town, and when I started telling the doctor in Boys Town that, like, no, I mean, like, it's an open relationship, but, you know, like, I'd rather play video games sometimes. And he's like, how are you not a whore? So, various things said I needed to get the test. Yes, that is a single quotation mark
The
finger. The test.
Scantron. No.
Wait. How does a Scantron with your butt work?
You don't want to know the answer to these things.
Xander, I need you to cover for me for a few minutes. Boozy just said something and it's going onto the weird Twitter account.
Oh, okay.
In any case, so the doctor's like preparing. It's like, have you ever had this done before? And I'm like, well, not like this. So I'm leaned over. He's got the glove. He's got the water-based lubricant. And right before he goes, like, all right, you're gonna feel something. And he goes, and I go, that's it. And then he laughs, and then I laugh, and then he clenches, and then he goes, ow.
Wow. Did you flip him too, or something?
It turned into an impromptu wrestling match. He ended up on his back, and I was naked running through the doctor's offices screaming, I won victory! The PhD is mine.
I'm just picturing you, and like, the doctor looks like he's in a rodeo, and his fingers just in for 10 seconds. He's just getting whipped all around the office.
I'm trying to buck him off.
Alright, you get points.
The sad part of everything you just said is when you do an outrageous story, you need to bring it in so it feels real. But anyone who's ever met this guy, you hear, I was running nude around a doctor's office. You're like, yes. Everything checks out.
One of the nurses tried this. It's like, have you no shame? Like, not with these bills.
When you squeeze the finger, couldn't you at least say skadoosh?
Xander, what was your line from your proctologist? Oh my, you must have drawn the biggest turkeys.
Oh yeah, you're the biggest turkeys.
That was one of your jokes that I actually took to say, like, wait a minute, oh, you're a bad man.
So we do have listener questions. Question masters. There we go.
QMs. We have QMs.
The other QMs. People who give us money, we let them ask us questions.
Which gets bad.
So Draco Silverclaw, say something.
Hi, Draco. Dragger's making motions at me.
All right.
I want alcohol.
Here's a blood bag.
Hey guys, do you like your coffee? If not coffee, what is your favorite pick-me-up?
That isn't cocaine.
Ah! Booty bump. Okay, it's whatever is in this cooler that you are standing up with.
What is that?
I don't know. It's in a, oh my God, is it a new liver? If you guys ever just gift me a liver, I'm going to jail. Don't do that.
It's an energy drink.
Well,
It's candy.
this is mine.
I understand.
Do you remember these?
Did you pee in jars? No. Do I remember them? No. Do I want to drink them? No. Am I going to drink them? Probably.
It's mead.
This is your homemade mead. That's right.
Thank you. What's that?
No.
Did you just...
I don't know what the hell that is, but there's chunks of stuff in it.
Is that miso soup?
Sir, this looks like you shit in a Chinese takeout container and ate it too.
Remember fur? He got Chinese.
Is this the aftermath?
Baby.
Yeah.
Just close your eyes and think of Xander.
No.
What do you think their relationship is?
Say it's yours.
So does anyone else have a pick-me-up other than coffee?
I mean, there's sex.
Yeah, that's true.
That tends to wake one of us up and put the other one to sleep. We are very opposites. We're very polarized in that regard. It's like, hey, let's do a sex. And it's like, okay, we'll do a sex. And we do a sex. And he's like, I would like to lay her. And I'm like, I want to build a castle.
Build a castle? I don't know what's happening.
We're getting attacked.
Oops.
Is that a person in there?
Sacrifice!
Oh no! I'm very scared right now.
If you guys just start sacrificing twinks to me, that's not okay. Turn towards the audience so they can hear you. I can hear you. Perform to them. Turn towards the audience. Perform to them.
Are we joining a sex cult?
Are you?
Yes.
After this is shown, basket its glory!
What is that?
The border!
Is that Merkin?
What the shit?
We all love you, Alkali! Kapla!
What is going on here? Witness me!
Where did that come from?
Alkali! I have news for you!
What?
There's more underneath the underwear! You have to undress them! The best part being, thank you all, you're crazy, you're insane. I got the door sign hotel security to sign it for you.
Oh, what the hell?
For you, sir, enjoy this abomination of creativity glory.
Well, that just happened. What the hell, dude? Thank
Wait, you have a job to do.
What?
This robe. You have to undress the legs.
Okay.
To have it face you.
He's got to pull down the crotch part first. There's one he's
Have it
missing on
face
the
you.
front.
So many signatures on this thing.
There are a lot of signatures on here. Xander, you signed this, you fuck!
What? Oh man.
That's right. On the bulge, it is signed by Dragor. Guys, I just need to let you know I never throw away a gift from a guest or a friend, and I don't know where I'm going to put this, but my mantle is getting full.
Alkali! The thing is, there's a bit of backstory to this. I out-Jewed the Jew, which is you.
Okay.
I got this thing on sale at a dying store, and it was for $30. They forgot the price tag. What did I get it for? $12. You only get things on sale. I got it on sale twice.
All right.
Jew fight!
No Jew fights.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. Let's give him a round of applause.
We bring gifts.
You
Bring gifts.
okay?
Now we offer this as a sacrifice.
Let them do the weirdness. Oh my God.
Hand out the glasses.
Why? You brought glassware? Real
Hand out the glasses.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't
Hand out
either.
the glasses.
When it came to me, Volker, the furry Klingon, I understood you were being under a man's stress. So I bring you from Kronos, Romulan ale!
Alright.
Dude.
Kapla!
That is beautiful. Is it drinkable?
Why don't you?
Thank
why
you.
You
don't
actually did the Romulan ale. The old.
I made it.
You're talking about
Thank
the
you so
old
much.
gaming convention Romulan ales.
Enjoy.
Holy shit! Boozy glass now!
To you, sir. I bid adieu.
I
And to
bid
a
you
very nice.
adieu, my friend.
Thank you so
Holy
much.
crap. Guys, I have been a gaming nerd for years and years, and I will be honest with you. I thought he was messing with me. If this is traditional Gen Con, like we're talking about Indianapolis Gen Con Romulan Ale.
No.
No.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, he's right. Okay, here we go. I gotta see if this is it. Oh, I am excited. I am excited.
There you go.
Oh, you son of a bitch! Oh, that is so good. Yes, my friend. Are you giving me the iFC swag back?
It's a swag bag.
Oh my. Invaders, what is wrong with you guys?
Xander?
What is wrong with you?
Oh, thank you. I got the tick. And
Good news, Boozy, I got a pancreas.
Is there something? Oh, it's a tiki ball thing.
Dragget?
The fact that you're collecting like a hospital.
It's a Fallout tiki toy guy thing.
It's a tiki mug.
Oh, it's a mug.
Guys, I just want to let y'all know, with the gifts that have been given to us recently, and this addition of a, genital area, we are really close to having a human body. Is that their plan?
I can swing that for you.
No! It's a pancreas.
What? It is pancreas. What's that?
What's this? I can't see. It's upside
All right.
Okay, I can't see either. This is called a Red Dragon Die Keeper. Why does it say age 17 plus?
This is Canada.
Guys, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. It means the world to us. You're
Thank
all
you so
insane. Traditional Chicago toast. Guys, for those of you who snuck in booze, here we go. Here's to you, here's to me, forever friends we will be. And if we ever disagree, fuck you, here's to me.
That's good.
Oh my God. I gotta figure out how to get this bottle back to him eventually.
Applause.
Oh yes, excellent. See me after, because this is so cool.
I like how the Klingon call is just basically Adam West Batman noises.
That's not how Adam West works.
Applause.
No! I remember this guy.
I remember him
He's
too.
the frozen Dr. Scholl's man from last year.
I have something new this year.
Okay.
I have no idea what it is. I did not fill this flask.
That is really
Sean
not
Day.
comforting. So on the count of three, go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, on the count of three, go. 1, 2, 3.
Is this like a duel?
Vomit on the count of 3.
Oh no.
I need Ale to blast that down.
Oh.
Carplock.
I have to say that is the gayest flask I've ever seen. It's
I bought
really
it
special.
just for this.
Oh, just for this. Okay.
Thank you so much,
Thank
my
you.
friend. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We're going to get back to a pseudo traditional show now.
Alright, so on topic, or do you have a person question?
No, you go ahead.
A person question.
You go ahead.
Okay, it's Canadian invasion. So what is the first notable Canadian interaction or thing you can recall?
What do you guys got? I have a terrible one that I shouldn't lead with.
I've got a quick one.
Go.
Okay.
I was in Vancouver. I was out on a Saturday night, Sunday morning until 3 a.m. And it wasn't until the next day I realized I didn't hear a single gunshot.
Who else? Notable Canadian instances.
I had a very, very Canadian professor in college, and a lot of people came in, didn't realize it, and they would start laughing incessantly every time she said it.
Oh no.
I feel sorry for her.
Sorry.
Blame Canada.
Blame Canada.
Boozy, you got anything?
I remember thinking at like 6 years old that we just intentionally fucked over Canadians for no reason.
What made you think that?
I was in a bookstore and I saw that a paperback cost like $4.99 in the U.S. $18.99 in Canada. And I didn't understand the exchange rate. So I thought we charged them a tax just for being Canadian.
So, years ago, I used to play Nero in Canada. They had a once-a-month event. When I was at NIU, when I was at college, we would drive from NIU all the way to Canada. It was a 7-hour trip, and we would play this game every month for like 3 years. And one day, right over the border, they had put up a billboard because we were in the middle of a war. And it said, 4 Canadians lost in Afghanistan. And underneath it, in graffiti, blocking out everything else, it said, entire Canadian army wiped out. And that was the first thing you saw upon driving to Canada. And it was still there the next month, which means they saw it with, that's funny, eh? And just left it.
I don't think about Canada having an army, so if I saw the word 4 Canadians lost in Afghanistan, I would just imagine 4 guys who looked like pandas wandering through the desert. Excuse me, we took a left turn back there, we're not sure how to get back to the hotel.
I would watch Pandas is Lost. That sounds like a wonderful show. I would watch the shit out of Pandas is Lost.
We just drop them in a random country, no map, take off the blind, go ahead.
Yes! Yes! You don't know where he is when it starts, exactly.
That's a strong one.
Someone loves him, he's trying to figure out his accent and everything. Thank you.
Hey,
all right.
Wasn't the movie Argo basically USA watched and took all the Canadians that did everything about it, and then all of a sudden Ben
Was
Affleck did
it?
it?
Yeah.
USA.
When I grew up, the only thing I had was, in wrestling, Canada was evil for some reason, and I couldn't figure out why. Everyone's like, boo, and they're waving their flags like, they seem like nice people.
That's why.
Exactly. No. Oh, it's a ruse. I see what you're saying.
It's like the Doctor. They always appear unarmed.
So, just so you guys know, you'll hear Xander talk about this constantly, about the way too grandiose plans. Mm-hmm. I'm not the only one who does that. The theme this year for IFC is what?
Canada.
Canadian invasion is correct. So, when we were planning out opening ceremonies, and this happens every time we plan opening ceremonies, it starts, here's baseline for normality. It starts right here with, well, we'll do opening ceremonies, and Pandas is Canadian. And we ended up at one point we were thinking, what if we all built Terrence and Phillip fursuits and just went out there and had the flapping heads?
Yes!
That led to that we wanted to pick up the guests of honor in cars with square wheels. And then we realized all we were doing was celebrating South Park and almost changed our theme to South Park. We give up.
Oh, man. I do have another question here. Go ahead. You were going to say?
The other thing is, we were talking about the Canadian Army, and it reminded, years ago, somebody sent me a news article, and it was a Canadian naval ship stopped like an Iranian ship filled with embargoed oil. And I remember reading it and immediately saying out loud in a room with my friends, who gave Canada a navy?
They have boats?
On loan from the Queen.
Nice.
It's like one houseboat with a cannon on the front. It's a pontoon boat. There's 3 guys in the back shirtless with a grill.
They make people watch Drop Dead Fred's.
It's just those trappers from Kids in the Hall. It is like, Alouette, 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 remember that? That was so great. All right, I have another question that's very important. From Hatter the Bear.
Hey, Hatter, you rock, dude. Thank you for the hats.
How do you plan to appease our Canadian overlords? P.S. For God's sake, don't eat the fucking worm.
I'm going to get
I'm the worm! I don't know if you saw. I'm honest, I'm the worm, it's so cute. Okay, sorry.
Wait,
This is my new Nero weapon, and I'm so happy.
So, like last year probably, a Canadian distillery that made Bombay Sapphire for the Canadian market, they had an incident where they were sending out bottles that were at 121 proof.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Can you get me one?
And you know, like gin is like typically 70, 80, so yeah, it was fire water. And they accidentally sold a bunch of these, and people were drinking them.
I would be.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a coffee or something that accidentally Viagra'd everyone?
What?
Isn't that a thing? No, this is totally a thing.
Wait. If you really are a true, devout coffee fanatic, the right bean will get you going.
Oh, God.
The bottles from that batch are now collectible.
I'm sure they
Yeah.
are.
Oh yeah.
It turns you into a vibrator.
Wait. Is weed illegal in Canada
Weed
yet?
is legal in Canada.
Right now?
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
Holy
guys,
shit.
which
And the
means
word's
saying
showing
us
up.
we're Canadian Invasion IFC. That's right, you heard it here first. What's that door say?
Don't fucking do what he's got to say.
Which, once again, came up at a staff meeting.
I swear to God, you just need to hire me to walk around behind you as your living disclaimer. He speaks 2 minutes later, I step in a suit. Alkali Incorporated takes no liability.
Hold on, Alkali Incorporated, whatever Alkali says doesn't count. Oh my God, I want this business. What do you do? I talk, he corrects. It's wonderful. $1 million industry.
Make it an LLC, it's cheaper.
No, we don't want him in control of this. Like the board of directors consists of Xander, 3 of Alkali's relatives.
An empty bottle of tequila.
With googly eyes on it.
This was here.
That's the chairman of the board. Chairman Tequila Eye.
Now let's think of this. We come up with this amazing product. We become a Fortune 500 company in a nice office with a marble entranceway, and there is the picture of the original board of directors. It's like 1999. It's like, oh yes, that's the bottle with googly eyes, and over here is a guy in a tuxedo.
Here,
They made a decision.
I know how we appease our new Canadian overlords, okay? We seal back the Stanley Cup for them and give it back to them. Where is it right now? Where does Canada have it?
I'm sorry, do you know who you're talking to?
Washington Capitals.
Oh, this is gonna get really real fast. So we give it back to Canada. We shape a top on top of it. Voila, it's now a bomb. A giant Stanley Cup bomb. And it'd be
Once
wonderful.
again, please do not do anything they suggest on stage.
To appease our new Canadian overlords, I have befriended the geese.
That's impossible.
I'm an asshole. They are asshole incarnate. I think it works.
So the geese are Klingons.
You made a joke.
Dude, hey,
But he gave
don't
us some-
kill him.
No.
I need him.
He's one of the good ones. Never mind. That's a bad thing to say. That's not what I meant.
So all Klingons are bad, huh? Well, I guess if you
No,
find
this
Star
is
Trek
wonderful.
Discovery, they are.
It's for you. It's a Canadian geese. Thank
Where did
you.
this come from?
Right there.
What this? Did you
Thank
really
you.
do that?
You guys are out of your minds.
I'm a dinosaur. I
Canadian
can
geese are assholes. No, my absolute favorite, and I know it's a fluke, I know that this is not how nature works, but I choose to believe what I believe. There was a Canadian goose that set up shop right outside of a building where I was volunteering at on weekends. And it was to the point where, like, we're just gonna use the back door. We don't want to disturb Mama Goose. Like, all right, one of my coworkers. No, that's a goose. Screw her. So he goes marching past. She is hissing. He goes in the door, and as the door closes, all of a sudden we hear crack as she threw her egg at the door. She murdered her child to prove a point. Now, I'm sure she just accidentally kicked it in rage, but I choose to believe she just went, all right, this is on your conscience. Quack. And now I don't need to play child support.
This picture is the embodiment of the threat. I will shit on your lawn.
Hey, Dragor, have you ever gotten into a turf war with geese?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Are we doing that?
Sure.
Sure. Pepper's not here. He can't yell at us.
Okay, so it all starts with parking lot OG Kush.
Oh God.
I forgot about parking lot.
Oh God.
A friend of ours goes, oh hey, cigarettes, and picks up a mostly crushed box while we were walking back through the parking lot and then pulls out a small little bag that has some bud in it. We called it parking lot OG Kush. It also had rolling papers. So what do? We're cheap, that's free, we're gonna use this.
Just so everyone knows, this happened in Colorado where it was 100% legal.
Absolutely.
Just so everyone knows. Yes.
Confession cast.
This is Confession Cast 2019.
Well, here's the fun thing. It's so legal there, people go, oh, I dropped my weed, I guess I'll just get given more. It's state law at this point. It's how they cured Rotary. Not really. No, please don't drive.
Ow! I can hit you now.
Once again, the Dragget Show would like to remind you not to try anything the panelists say in your personal lives.
If we give Boozy an aneurysm on this panel, I will have a certain degree of pride.
Hold on. It is let's go on to something else. We shouldn't go through that story because it's bad. So let's talk about the time that you assholes hotboxed yourself at my convention using a modified fog machine and more pot than I am ever comfortable with owning.
Once again, the Dragget Show would like to remind you not to try anything the panelists say in your own lives.
Hold on. I want to see how many times I can get him to say something. Doubling the butter in pot brownies is amazing.
Once again.
Once again, the Dragget Show would like to remind you that alkalized recipes are most likely tasty. Yet you should still not try anything he suggests in your own lives.
Stuffed shells gets really incredibly amazing if you stuff them with very specific items.
Daniel, give us the next question.
Guys, let's get a round of applause for Boozy.
All right. We have another question from Skylar Ringtail.
Hey, Skylar, what's up, dude? Do I have to play D&D with you tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah, you do not want me as a PC. I should have warned you. 11 a.m.?
Yeah,
oh, I'm just going to be unconscious.
Can we pre-kill it?
All right, Skylar Ringtail. We all heard the fire alarms were caused by, quote, technical issues. Make up your own, more fantastical explanations for what happened.
We're going to do this in the traditional improv way, one sentence at a time, starting with QM. What really caused these smoke alarms to go off? One sentence at a time, go.
Foxhole.
That's a sentence in the fandom, buddy. It's also the end of a sentence, if you know what I mean.
We dropped our parking lot OG Kush.
Into the foxhole, and it caused a chemical reaction.
The fire ritual! It was the first time. It was the first time, so they got it wrong, and we all had to pay. There we go.
No. They made a deposit with the OG Kush, and then it was someone who was gassy, and they lit it and put it into a bag, and it was like a poor man's volcano.
This was how my morning went. I walked outside and it was so nice of them to set a convention-wide alarm so no one missed breakfast. 9 a.m. bingo is gonna be lit. Welcome to Indy FireCon.
You guys need to understand something from the board of directors, from the staff. When something like that happens, you might see us in the hallways directing you. You might see us outside on the radio waiting for the call. You might see us all in a very calm, discreet manner trying to help the problem, to de-escalate it to the point where we all know we'll be able to go back inside. But what we're really doing is going, please not us, please not us, please not us. And when I was standing next to the engineer when the call came, he was like, no, this is just a technical difficulty. Nikki, your con chairman jumped so high that she had to catch her boobs on the way down because there was about to be a different kind of fire alarm.
We got a lot of questions to do, so I'm going to keep going.
Go for it.
Shelly.
Hey, Shelly.
Make a quick song or poem to extol the glory of our friends up north. Oh, Jesus.
What the hell was that?
Jesus.
Make a quick song or poem to describe our friends to the north.
I didn't got this. We need Fan Dez for this. Where's Dez? He should be here by now.
Oh, I was hoping the door opening would be...
Right?
When the snow hits your eye and you're into at least 3 guys, that's Canada.
I don't know how you found a way to make all of Canadians gay.
That's Canada.
Blame Canada.
No! Too easy.
Is that good enough? We moving
Our
on?
friends up north in the cold, could you be so bold and put out California's fire seriously?
Because that's Canada. We don't know what you do. We think you live in igloo. That's Canada.
When there's snow on the ground, but that's not what you want to plow.
Oh, that's Canada.
I teamed in Toronto.
Okay.
Oh my God. That's Canada. We will be arrested momentarily because no one said that they shouldn't listen to the words we... Oh, hold on. We think we got it. Are we safe?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Moving on. Zen. He's right over there.
I said my mouth was full of Romulan.
Canada invades and takes over.
All right. Canada invasion takes over.
What is the biggest change you think would happen?
Universal healthcare.
Close down Dunkin' Donuts. We get Timmy Hose.
Oh, yeah.
Leave Krispy Kreme.
Oh, always leave Krispy Kreme. Dude, there is that. If there is a real blood ritual out there, it is how they could take air, just solid air, and go donut. Because those marshmallows. Who was here when I was made to make a goddamn fool of myself? Yeah, I fit 4 marshmallows. 4 marshmallows went in my mouth during that panel. Krispy Kremes, dozen. No fucking problem. I don't need to swallow then. The donuts are way more important than being gay.
Have you ever had them fresh?
I have a Krispy Kreme. Xander, I forgot to tell you this. We have a Krispy Kreme about a mile away from us that I won't tell them about because I might go there on my way to work. Does that explain a few things or what?
Yes.
Hello, cholesterols.
That's dangerous. Boozy used to tell me as we were driving by Krispy Kreme all the time, he said, if that hot sign is on, it is a good reason to cross 4 lanes of traffic without your blinker.
Oh my God.
That fucking hot now sign at Krispy Kreme, that is a justification for anything. Like if you're driving on the opposite side of the highway, you look on that highway, you can cut across 4 lanes of traffic, take out a busload of nuns and some school children with no police coming. You just point at the fucking sign like, okay, cool.
Which takes of years was this?
The maddest I ever saw my father, we went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee one year, and they had built a Krispy Kreme in Pigeon Forge. My father took notice. Krispy Kreme, if you're not in an area where I work, they make the donuts in store. Okay, so when the hot now sign is on, they're telling you, we have just baked these donuts. They are hot right now. We drove by that when the hot now sign was on. My dad said, oh, we'll be at the cabin soon. Let's get some donuts for breakfast. He pulled in and walked inside, ordered a dozen donuts, opened the box to take the first one because fuck us, we're kids. He gets the first one, takes a bite of it, and here's what we see through the glass. Opens, my dad comes out screaming, Chattanooga's an hour away, you fucker. Gets in the car, opens the door, slams the door. We drive in silence for the next 10 minutes into Gatlinburg. And finally, my brother from the back goes, Dad, where's the donuts? And Dad says, you know, apparently in Tennessee, they turn on the hot now sign and they ship them in from Chattanooga.
So, wait.
That
I
is
haven't been to a
wrong.
Krispy Kreme in a long time, but the way you all talk about it, like, for the Hot Now donuts, they don't have glaze because you provide your own, right?
Oh, no.
Stop screwing the pastries! Con Sweet is getting worried.
Please, fuck that Krispy Kreme like it fucked my corneries.
We got another question. Twister Gadinsky asks.
Hey, Twister.
All right. Hey, would the assassination of Terrence and Philip and subsequent invasion of the U.S. have affected how you guys do the Dragget show? So we'd be in a war with Canada, apparently, if that happened.
I'd be a turncoat. Fuck yeah, bomb the Baldwin.
Bomb the Baldwins. All right, we have a new war chant.
Bomb the Baldwins. Bomb the Baldwins. Bomb the Baldwins.
I gotta break for a second, guys. I absolutely have to break. I do this stuff very often. I really enjoy it. I do a lot of panels. I get to share time with my friends. But it's only at the Dragget show where you sociopaths like, bomb the Baldwins, right? Yeah, let's do this. Bomb the Baldwins, yeah, murder them. We in? We're gonna murder? Yeah. Oh, we're done murdering? Okay.
Yeah, they say blood ritual. That's all you need to know.
No, they don't say blood ritual. The 2-year-old says blood ritual.
Oh my God.
Yeah, how goes the saga with Uncle Alkali teaching your newborn new words? Is that working out for ya?
Oh, yeah.
How's the cult coming?
So the other day, he's sitting at the kitchen table, running his thumbs. The tank engine go on the kitchen table.
Oh.
Yes.
Two of the cars fall off the end of the train as he's running around the table.
Hold on, like 2 of the train cars just fell off
They
the
just
table.
fell off because he didn't have it completely on the table.
These are very shoddily hooked up, Thomas.
Okay. I didn't know.
So he gets to the edge, they fall off. He looks at the trains in his hand, looks at the ones on the floor. Anyway.
I have a good influence.
My favorite is when they went down to visit my parents, my mother takes them to church, because that's her thing. She takes the kids to church
Oh,
to
no.
show off her grandkids, right? My teenager's at the age where she will not do things she does not want to do because she's a teenager and an independent person. But she understands there's no force in the world like my mother pissed off, so she doesn't fight it openly. What she does do is put on her Dragget Show t-shirt
With the skull and the microphone?
and go to church
Yes.
with my 66-year-old Southern Baptist mom.
Oh my God.
Boozy?
I am sitting at my desk that Sunday afternoon. My phone dings. I look down. The message from my mother just simply reads, "What is the Dragget Show?" Several years ago, I could count on no one showing Mom how to type in Google. Now I can't. I know because a few minutes later, that phone dinged again. My mother knows what the Dragget Show is. The better part of this, though, was she listened to, I'm assuming, 30 seconds of an episode before setting her iPhone on fire and going to get a new one. Told the 50s that that is disgusting. At which point, my ever-helpful 9-year-olds turned and said, "They're Daddy's friends."
Nice.
So, I'm not invited home for Christmas.
Well, you lucked out.
Big time! We're doing a Dragget Show episode for Christmas. Woo! We call it Oh Holy God Night.
Oh, so tell them what your mother said like just a week prior to that. The text message she got. What are furries?
Oh no!
Yeah, the kids got there. My kids, like before they went, every single one of them was told the same thing. Okay, Pawpaw, my dad, is aware of the furry fandom now. We're like, Marmy doesn't need to know about this stuff. So Daddy goes to conferences and gives talks. He does not go to furry conventions and make an ass of himself.
For charity. Charity.
We drop the kids off. My parents leave to drive home with them. It was noon. At 12:30, my phone dinged. We looked at it, and there's a message from my mother that simply reads, "What's a furry?" That one didn't get answered either.
It's not fun when your parents find out things about you, because my dad, he's one of those older guys that loves lawns. Lawns, you gotta own property. He bought the one with the most lawn to mow. And it turns out that if you buy the industrial size bag of like fertilizer, he has exactly enough left over to do my lawn too. It's really nice of him. I actually really appreciate it. So every once in a while, he'll call me, he's like, "Hey, I'm coming over, I'm gonna do shit on your lawn." I'm like, "All right." Well, he had to get something out of my garage. If any of you have ever watched the surprise streams, you know what's in there. If you have not watched the surprise streams, let's just put it this way. The lawn is outside, but the grass is in the garage.
Oh.
My father, my very straight-laced Christian, does not know what furries his father, found Kurt. Kurt is the name of our bong. That's right, it's Kurt Kabong. Why is it Kurt Kabong?
Xander.
I'm sorry.
Why is it Kurt Kabong, Xander? You named him.
Because he'll blow your mind. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
So my father, as I can hear him outside, I come out, he's doing the thing on the lawn, he stops, he comes up to me, he's like, "So, I found your secret in the garage," and my first thought was, did Xander leave a porn playing? What's it? And I learned one thing with my dad. He is very vague, because he's kind of like you, almost a little bit lawyer. Maybe if he says something, I'll just be like, "Oh, did you catch me sucking cotton?" No, but now I know. No, he found the bong. He goes, "Well, I took care of it for you." I'm like, "Great." He threw out my damn bong. An hour.
Or Xander's cock.
Or so it does. Thank you. Nope. No. My dad did not throw out my bong. He was disgusted by it. It was awful. And I don't mean mentally. No, it wasn't clean. He cleaned the fucking thing. It was very nice.
I'm saying, there's a certain amount of freedom with being an adult and a professional and having a family, because that's like when your parents were very disappointed in you. You can respond with, "I'm 36 years old and I have 4 fucking kids. You haven't wiped my ass or paid for a meal for me in like 20 years.
Oh my God, I need to use that. You haven't wiped my ass. That is the next argument I have with my family. And I am going to record it.
Alkali, I don't know about you, but when I've used on my parents, they were upset that I didn't do some familial obligations, and I turned to them and I go, "Look, I'm still in therapy because of what you did."
Jesus Christ.
Boozy, so you're saying your parents didn't pay for Thanksgiving dinner?
My parents? Guys, I didn't Thanksgiving dinner with my parents in like a decade. I have a family. My family, my parents live 3 states away. How much do you think I spend closing my office at holidays? Like seriously, my office is closed on Thanksgiving Day. That's fucking it.
QM, what do you got?
So, my mom found my bong once.
Oh.
Ah!
I was lucky enough that, well, my dad was a pagan,
Nice.
no, like actual, like motorcycle.
Oh.
My mom was a Sunday school teacher.
you actually need to tell these people who the fuck you pay.
Oh, the pagan motorcycle gang. My mom was a Sunday school teacher, so I don't know how it exists, but
What the heck?
yeah, exactly. My mom found my bong, and her being like very straight-laced Sunday school teacher, she had no fucking clue what it was. She thought it was a planter, and she would put water in it and stick roses in it. I am so lucky my dad didn't find it because he would know what
Oh my god.
All right, I gotta get these questions done. Sorry, guys.
Do it.
Shoot Flash.
Hey, Shokin.
You've just chugged pot-infused maple syrup.
Wait.
Enjoy
Oh
your
my
super
god,
sponsor
yes.
gift. No, wait.
That is how I
What?
want to die.
Hold on. What crazy things happened to you on your trippy sugar high?
First off, we go to Canada and admire the sign, the billboard that I hope is still there. Because it sounded like a good idea at the time.
On my trippy bullshit high, I walk into a department store and keep complimenting the inanimate objects on their nice racks.
I start making out with cutout Trudeau. You saw him.
I go on to Twitter, find every Trump tweet, and follow it up with sorry.
Oh, nice. I tear off Boozy's tie and give him one of those weird Canadian ties.
What is a weird Canadian
The
tie?
lawyers have weird things on their necks. Yeah.
A bolo?
Are you talking about the ruffled jabot?
Yes. What is it called?
Show him the giant ass badge. It's in my room.
It's like, never mind.
This is the most badges I have ever worn at a con. You guys are nuts.
I gotta keep going. Erner.
Hey, Erner.
Canada has invaded and conquered. Pandez is our new poutine president, and the Dragget show is his cabinet. What positions do you hold, and how do you fuck up so spectacular that you are all sacrificed in a blood ritual?
Boozy, we're gonna pass this one over to you. How does the cabinet of the Dragget show, which by the way, you and QM would definitely be involved in because we're gonna need legal help. How would that go?
The Dragon Show would like to know.
See now, Dragor, there he is! Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Lord Pandez!
Wow. He's coming.
All right. As Pandez approaches the stage, there's something that needs to happen. For there was something that was given to us before the show. Now, Pandez, there is a story to this, but the story is just for you. However, the gift gets to be open on stage. You'll find out. Whoa.
Here you go.
Pandez, this one's for you. You'll find out everything else after the show, but you get to open that in front of everyone.
Careful.
Oh, wow.
It is poutine.
Yeah.
I just sniffed it.
It's adorable.
Wow, Victoria has
That's
secret
amazing.
secrets.
Dude.
So apparently we're in your cabinet. I don't know if you heard.
I think, actually, I don't think Pandez is going to be the minister. It's going to be that doll.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It's a puppet president. Food on my hands, so just like.
Thank you so much.
Dude, you rock. Guys, Pandez, thank you so much. And for those of you who weren't here, I just got to say something. Yesterday, we had the honor of roasting Pandez. And after sitting up here for an hour and a half, this guy has such a great sense of humor about himself. Backstage, he gave every single one of us a hug, and I beat the crap out of him for sharing with you guys my story. So, Pandez, you are amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Xander, you've got questions to go through.
We didn't have any Canada.
Oh, we murdered everyone.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Blood
on
ritual.
accident. Blood
Okay.
ritual and all. No, hold on. Dragor, what department do you take?
Department of Offense.
Okay, no, hold on. He'd legitimately be good at that department. Hey, guys, what time is this panel supposed to go to?
10.
A little bit.
So right now.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, one more question.
3 in the morning?
Alternative Stelios.
Okay, last question, go.
All right, describe your Canadian relative that totally exists and why they were recently featured in a news article. Oh my God.
So,
do you have a relative from Canada, Alkali?
not cool. Oh my God. Mistakes were made.
That's wonderful.
I do not have a relative from Canada, but I do have a lot of friends. Like I told you, I played Nero in Canada for years, and a lot of these guys became my very close friends. In fact, 2 or 3 years ago, I drove up to Canada to spend a weekend with them without getting up from a table. The idea was we would play D&D from the moment I arrived till the moment I left and try not to break character. And we almost succeeded. So the news article is, D, one of my very close friends, nearly arrested at local Kroger for attacking the chips. The CR on chips is very low, and we were very hungry. And guess what might have been almost legal there?
Oh, I had those dressed chips. I would attack those chips.
Those are good
amazing.
chippies.
They were really good.
I only deal with naked chips that say yes.
Dragger, we've all seen how skinny you are. The only chips you eat are the ones that give you diarrhea.
Oh, the Olestra chips?
I can't believe you remember what they were.
It's a great diet plan.
That's still one of my all-time favorites from The Simpsons. Hey, Apu, do you have any of those chips that give you diarrhea? I need to do a little spring cleaning. It's just such a great line.
That's terrible.
It's a great line.
Never before in history has a side effect ever been described as anal leakage.
That wasn't that is a thing that happened in history, yes.
Yes.
All right.
I love that went to market. How does your marketing team work if like, check, anal leakage chips, let's call them estrogen.
Oh, did you ever read the reviews for Haribo sugar-free gummy bears?
Fucking hysterical.
Oh my God. What a terrible surprise. What version of Gummy Bears cartoon was that like? That would just be the worst thing ever. What?
Gummy bears, shitting here and there and everywhere. They are just shitting in your hair. They are the gummy bears.
Man,
Holy
what a
shit,
premise.
you knew Gummy Bears?
Yes.
I keep forgetting where this is made. Did we watch all, hold on, do you like gargoyles?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
All right, you're coming over. We have all the DVDs.
That's not all.
God damn it.
I want a Rolling Rover SWAT Cats marathon.
I want to just say, after these messages,
We'll be right back.
God
All right, hold
damn.
on. Here's one started off really poor. Went back and watched it recently. It actually holds its tone at the second half. Do you remember Skeletal Warriors?
Yes.
It's a dark, goddamn show. Like, here's the basis of it. By the end, it's like, oh my God, we're bad guys. And one guy, while squaring off against the hero, realizes the error in his ways and he could never be reformed. So he rips out the source of his magic and jumps into a volcano without screaming. And as a child, I was like, if I go, that's how I want to go. Because I was an impressionable youth, and I'm lucky I don't live in Hawaii.
Do you guys remember that propaganda show where it was the cartoon where, like, basically magic bullshit happened and all the football players turned into skeletons? And then they still kept playing?
Mutant League.
Mutant
Yes.
League, that's an old one.
Age of propaganda?
Hi, drunk
That was
fur.
basically their way of saying, we already know about the concussions and steroids, this is where we're going.
Oh my God.
Wait. What is Canadian football? Because that's on topic. I know it's just really weird.
it's like regular
Did you say
football,
hockey?
but the field is shorter and the players are stupider.
Whoa!
It's actually 10 yards long.
I can say no. Actually, my high school football coach was a former NFL player who, after he had to leave the NFL for injuries, went and played Canadian football. And when we asked him what the main difference was, his response was, "The groupies are uglier and fatter."
There was a night, growing up, no cable TV or basic cable. We had the channel. So there was, I don't even know what channel it would have been, but at night, it turned into like the equivalency of ESPN 8, the Ocho.
Yes.
So at night, I would turn it on just to find these random sports. That's actually how I learned a bit of cricket, which I always found to be a fascinating, stupid sport. But one day, here it comes. A guy walks into the field with a football that has definitely seen some shit. It looks like it's bulbous and pregnant. He walks out to the middle of a circular field, takes the football, blows his whistle, spikes the football, and then gets punched in the face. Australian football! Yes!
That's my favorite, because then there's like the ref who's got the Dumb and Dumber orange suit with the top hat. He comes out, he does this. And it's so wonderful.
The game, I watched it for 4 hours straight. They had 2 back-to-back matches. I still cannot tell you any rule other than you can assault the refs.
Alkali, aren't there like 4 goalposts on each side?
Yeah, there were, I thought it was 3, but maybe it's 4.
It's like 2 long.
Yeah, really long ones. And they were just like drop-kicking footballs, and then everyone would go crazy. But they were just drop-kicking them randomly. I had no idea what was going on. But it was basically like watching Family Circus.
You're saying?
What about national rules football?
What's
Two teams play it? Australia and Ireland.
National rules, but does that have a gun?
Well, that's American.
Australian football.
Jesus. Guys, we are running crazy low on time. Xander, anything else?
I'm really curious about something, and this is totally selfish, but remember we were talking about cartoons? What was that in the 80s where there was like cowboys in space? There was like 10 different cartoons.
Cowboys of Moo Mesa?
There was Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
Yeah.
There was like Silverhawks.
Oh my god.
There was a
Pimp that.
Cowboys in
Pimp
space.
it. Make the crowd pay for it.
No, okay, thank you so much.
Erner, I need to understand something. Is this actually the original?
That is the original. Okay, so to give you guys some context,
To them.
Here you go.
Erner.
Take a microphone.
I need give me a mic. I'm sorry, I'm not Alkali. I can't scream.
You're good. You're good.
So during the original 200th episode of the Dragget show, I wasn't able to be there, and somebody had mentioned that, oh, the blood ritual just came up. I said, oh, they must have gotten to my question that ended with the blood ritual. And so very quickly I whipped up a image that I dubbed Bobby, the blood ritual blood bag. And it just so happened that Boozy had made a blood ritual chat, and a certain fox named Shook and Flash, aka Bad Idea Fox, made a chat called the blood ritual that you could actually comment on. And I said, they need a mascot, so I made Bobby, and then I sent it to you, and you showed it to Alkali, and he made the most wonderful face. You saw him turn, look at Boozy's phone, and he went from to
We're supposed to be the monsters. You're not supposed to help us.
But Pandez was even better because he went from to the squeak. So this I've had. I've since turned the blood ritual badge into the blood ritual into a number of badges, but this is the original sketch that I did during this 200th episode, and to raise money for charity, I've had this large top-headed Jew and his gay Hawaiian boyfriend autograph it, and I want to see how much money we can raise for charity, because all you fuckers are just as crazy as I am.
So guys, first off, let's hear it for Erner.
Yay.
Alright guys, the original artwork For the blood ritual, are you about to bid on your own artwork?
No. Somebody bought a blood ritual badge from me, and it's all for charity. Because, well, where's the hat? Fuck it.
On your head.
Thank you so much, Erner. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. One more time, guys. Guys, I do not lick the blood ritual. Guys, myself and Xander, Boozy, most of us are going to have the memory of creating this ridiculous moment in the Dragget Show history. So I'd much rather somebody out here had it. And if we can, let's help out the charity. Guys, do I have any bids for the original?
$50. $150.
Okay, you're going hard. That's 200. I hear 250. I hear 300. There is $300 for the original blood. Holy fuck! What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Go. That is $300 for the original blood ritual artwork. Erner, thank you so fucking much.
What is wrong with you?
You know what's wrong with them?
You stingy Jew! You should have bid!
Guys, blood ritual for $300 going once. $300 going twice. Xander, what?
Checking something.
Okay, you got a second,
Do you
guys.
accept credit card?
Do we accept credit cards, Xander? Do we have the scanner?
I mean, not on us.
Yes.
$350. This is more, ladies.
$369. Wonderful bastard.
Tell you what, sir. 400. What's happening? You heard me. I want it. I bought everything he had in XCFC. It's round 2.
$400 going once. Guys, Xander created this show 200 plus episodes ago, and holy fuck, what the fuck has this turned into? Thank you for being. Guys, I have done shows at Anthrocon where I could not see the entire crowd. I have done shows on stage outside of the fandom where I was in a room where I was terrified to be on that stage, and I can honestly say this. Every time that we do the Dragget Show, it doesn't matter if we are at the smallest con with 10 people or at IFC with a room like this, I would take this crowd over any of them on the planet. You guys are insane. Thank you for being our fans. $400 going once, 400 going twice. Outros.
I'm adding to his bid to make it 420.
What just happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow at closing ceremonies, it is my solemn duty to go through panels and tell you how much they raised. Which means tomorrow, on stage, I have to say that my event raised exactly $420.
Nice.
One more time, let's hear it for my guest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it for a first timer and definitely going to be coming back, QA! Better late than never, one of the greatest people out there, the person we've been roasting. Guys, give it up for Lloyd! Dragget Show, myself and Xander's good friend, Dragget! Yesterday we celebrated 1 year since the first time that we had a true solo performance together. Boozy, it was my honor and my privilege. It was amazing. My monkey knife fights champion. Guys, give it up for the Boozy Master! And of course, guys, the person who created the Dragget Show, one more time for Xander the Blue. Tonight with Pandas, that is at midnight, 300 Monster. We hope to see some of you there. Guys, my name is Alkali. Thank you very much and good night.